Good morning. My usual get-up time where it's dark outside. Today's my last day. Very quick trip to Animal Kingdom, pool time, and then the airport. Not the most exciting vlog, but I hope you come along anyways. Hi, I'm Carol, and you're watching CAROL-WDWAO. Last night's dinner was fantastic. The whole trip has been wonderful. Going for early entry at Animal Kingdom, which starts at 7, so it's 5:45, and I'm ready to go. I changed my plans from Boma breakfast to Tusker house breakfast, only because that will save me a bus trip back and forth to Animal Kingdom and then a bus trip back here. I think that will give me a little more pool time. I am doing something that makes me a little nervous. Normally I'm all checked out when I go to the park. My breakfast is at 9:10, so I should be done by 10:10, which gives me 50 minutes to come back. I'm all packed, but this way I can change into my suit here. I'm wearing sneakers to the park rather than the flip-flops that I would wear to the pool. Just makes things a little easier, but that 11 o'clock deadline looms above me. 6:45, and you can see the lines are really filling up now. That's in front, and that's in back. Off the ride by 7:28. I don't believe Safari starts to 8, so took a restroom stop, heading back over there now. Have a 9:10 breakfast reservation, so I want to go directly there even if I have to wait a little bit. Now this is really amazing. It's 7:28 and they don't even have a big loop here. I actually could do it again, but I don't want to miss the safari.
It does have a dark gray skin, so don't be fooled by that brown color. It's probably just covered itself in mud. As many of them have those different colors and markings that help them blend in with their surroundings. The bongos that are out there. There is a giraffe that is blocking the road up ahead.
And right here.
So,
oh, look at this!
We gonna come lick you.
So make sure we're not calling out to the animals for me, folks. The giraffes will use those as a way to settle any disputes between the animals. That is due to the fact that they are quite courageous and will oftentimes stand up to their own predators. If you're misunderstanding, when English speakers first heard that term "vite," they just made the assumption that it was the color. On the left here, those are the water buck. They oftentimes live near large bodies of water such as lakes. That's because water makes up a large majority of their diet.
As I've said in the past, breakfast is just too hectic to go up there and film. So I started out with some plain scrambled eggs, their sausage, the vegetable frittata, potato curry, chicken curry with jasmine rice on the bottom, smoked salmon. Does Goofy still work here? Because I was here Friday and well, 2 days ago, and I think I got him in trouble with you because I told you that he sat down and had a drink with me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got interrupted by Donald. So smoked salmon and some really crispy bacon. And then this is the South African French toast that's served almost like a huge cinnamon roll bun. It's all together, so you have to scoop it out a little bit. And this is the banana caramel sauce with it. Doesn't that just look delish? And of course I had to have the pod juice. Goofy, I'm so relieved you still work here. I was here the other night and I told Donald you sat down and had a drink with me, so I was afraid he fired you. But you're still here. You're still here. Okay. Where should I start? I'm going to start backwards. I got back to the resort at 10:12. The bus was there waiting at Animal Kingdom at 10:03. I changed into my suit, packed my clothes that I would be wearing on the plane, and went to head to leave my luggage off because I'm going to be here till around 1:30. Well, the line to drop off luggage, because apparently everybody else was doing the same thing, checking out by 11 and then leaving their luggage to spend the day in the park, was so long it actually wrapped around to the front of the building. So I am at the pool, as is my luggage, because that would have taken at least 45 minutes to wait in that line, if not an hour. So me and my luggage are together at the pool. All right, let me back up from there. Tusker House breakfast was great. I did not stay to see Daisy and Mickey because I was under a time constraint. Food was very, very good. I enjoyed the chicken curry, the potato curry. I always like the sausage links because they're not gritty that you find some sausage links. The vegetable frittata was good, but that South African French toast, it really was like a cinnamon roll, just wound up into a circle. But it was French toast. And I paired that with the banana caramel sauce on top. It was simply fabulous. My cast member, I told her I needed to get to the airport. She was very, very quick, brought everything quickly, my juice, my checked back on me. That was great. Donald and Goofy, I played with them again a little bit after the other night where I almost got Goofy fired. Okay, so let me go to the front of my day. The bus to Animal Kingdom, which is supposed to be an hour before the park opens. It opened at 7. The bus didn't arrive until 6:20. It's only a 9-minute ride, so it really didn't impact anything. I was at the front of the line. Interestingly, when I got off of Flight of Passage, there was no line for me to cut through to get the back way to Africa, and even the cast members were a little surprised by that. So you weren't doing that line, then loop back around. Stragglers were coming right in and going right on Flight of Passage. I didn't check to see the wait time on that. I'm sorry, I should have. I wanted to get over to the safari. I managed to do the safari twice. I didn't expect twice, but it just worked out that I was able to do that. I've never seen this before, and I was on the wrong side of the truck, so if I have any pictures at all, it might be with somebody's head in them. The sable antelopes were by the first elephant enclosure, and they were right next to the truck. I mean, you could reach out and touch the one there. And even the truck driver was very surprised and said that was the closest he's ever been to them. Now, on the second safari, they had managed to migrate. They'd managed to migrate from where the truck was, where we saw them by the elephants, almost to the front of the savannah. And they were sort of spread out and walking along to try and get together. Just a very different area. I've never seen them over there. Usually you see them after the painted dogs in that area. So they were in a completely different area. Now, the second time through, now we're talking about maybe a difference of a half an hour because I got right off and then there was a 20-minute wait. So a difference of a half an hour. The mandrills were gone, but the elephants were out. They had 3 of the females in that first enclosure where they usually have males. In the 2 days that I rode the safari, I did not see elephants in that big area where you normally see them, you know, that really wide expanse there. The giraffes were out. The painted dogs were sleeping. Oh, the white rhinos were out, and an ostrich was out. So it was really amazing in a difference of a half an hour how much the safari changed, which, you know, is my advice. Don't do it once, do it several times. So I actually got to see all the animals. From there, I did do the Gorilla Falls Trail. Really nothing exciting until I got to the gorillas and they were all having their breakfast. So I got a bunch of gorillas eating breakfast, which made me hungry, so then I headed to Tusker House. Overall, the trip was wonderful, and I was laughing at myself. I kept comparing Pop to All-Star Music, and Pop was winning in a lot of categories. The bus thing really bothered me. Not really, but, you know, I was used to the Skyliner, which cracks me up because when I stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge, it's the exact same situation as All-Star Music. And I don't seem to complain about the buses at all when I'm at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, one of the things that does annoy me at Pop, that doesn't annoy me here, is there is no cobblestone walkway like there is at Pop. And if you have to move your luggage over those cobblestones, it is a pain. It is a royal pain in the butt. You sort of have to go behind buildings and go a big circuitous route to avoid those cobblestones. There are no cobblestones here. Makes getting your luggage in and out a lot easier. Here's my little bee friend. I gave him a piece of banana. He's very, very happy. See, you know you're going to see animals when I go to Disney. If you've enjoyed this vlog, thumbs up, like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Hope you watch some more. If you're not a member of our adult-only Facebook group, please join us there. WDWAO, Adult-Centered Discussions on Disney. And last but not least, never grow up.